Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in and say hi. You are joining me on my segment of Craft Around the Clock. And today we're going to make an interesting pillow. It's going to be old looking, vintage, primitive, kind of a little bit of everything. I'm waiting to get streamed in. I start at 10:30 and I go till 11:15, 45 minutes. But if you have not joined Craft Around the Clock, you need to. It's a great group. You have from East Coast to West Coast. Hey, Debbie. You have crafters from everywhere. So you really want to kind of peek in every now and then, find your favorite person. Hey, Nana. Hey, Brenda. How are you? I think you guys will enjoy this one. Hey, Deborah. It's going to be a fun, different kind of craft. It's still the pillows that I always make that I love the most. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? So we're going to go ahead and get started. So you know me, I love my drop cloths. Hey, Lavon, you know I love the drop cloths. If you coffee stain them, it gives it that dirty look. But when you put your lace, like I like to put my lace over it, it just is much, much prettier. Okay, and remember me, I always use the old lace I can find. I always got to try to remember which is the correct way and which is not. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell what is the right way. This must be it. So we're going to take this as a coffee stain. Hey, Claudia. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, Kaylee. Kaylee? It's Kaylee, right? Oh, Brenda, you're fighting a cold? Oh, God, this weather's been weird, guys. We're blowing, I guess it's going to be blowing dust in Texas again. And it's blowing at least 35 miles an hour. It's been doing that since last night, and it's getting annoying because I can't get anything done. I was going to clean my patio, now I can't. But get better, girl. We don't need you guys getting sick. Okay, so I'm just going to line up my lace. Now, it's okay to put the lace over the edges because once you glue it down, you're going to trim the edges. Because sometimes it's very hard to work with these lace because they're so thin. So I like to take my thin glue. Yeah, okay, it did come. So I'm going to take the thin glue gun because you don't want it too thick of glue because otherwise it's going to come out and get you in your fingers. So we're going to start flipping edges. I try to keep it lined up so I don't mess up. And just in case I finish early, I have something else we can work on. So we're going to go ahead and add the glue to the edges. Now remember with this, thin glue is better. Too thick is going to burn yourself. Why is this thing not going in? Okay, so we're just going to do a thin layer. Trying to do it before the air shuts this baby down. And then we're going to flip it over. Now this way you're going to have a real pretty pillow versus it being just a boring pillow. Oh, the wind is crazy. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Chris. How are you? So you're just going to basically tap it so it looks just like this. Hey, Anita. So it looks like this, old and dingy. This has all been coffee stained too. I want to get the lace on and then we're going to glue the pillow. Now this is the only part I use the thin glue on. Now the thick glue will be the pillow itself. And I came up with some cool ideas. I was up till, 1 o'clock trying to get my stuff together. Hi Sue, living heartful life. Welcome sweetie, how are you? Hey Christy. Hey Linda, how are you guys doing? Let's keep going here. Like I said, we want to get this on, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to actually glue the pillow with heavy duty glue. Now, what's nice about these types of pillows, you don't have to be perfect. Just get everything on here because you're going to add so many different layers to your pillow. That's going to look really pretty. Hey, Beth, how are you? Yeah, I don't want to move. I coffee stained so much last night that my hands were brown when I was done. Okay, we just have the bottom portion and then we're going to glue the pillow. We've got lots to do before we can fill it. A little at a time. Now, the best lace I find is at an antique store, and I found a place in Sherman. Thank you, Brenda. Hey, Beth, how are you? Well, I found it in Sherman, and you can get bags of lace for $10. And they're, you don't know what you get inside though. That's just it. So this is the cover. This is the cover. Okay. I'm going to put this off to the side. Now I got to glue this next. So let me just, oh, what was I doing? I'm Space Cadet. I wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing. I got to glue it. And reline it all back up. The nice thing is you don't have to be perfect with these pillows. Okay, so now we got to take heavy duty glue, and the reason you want this, oh, thank you. Hi, Eileen. The reason, you're in Wiley, that's right. God, I haven't been to Wiley in a while. I'm in Van Alstyne. I'm 20 minutes from McKinney. But this wind is getting crazy. I don't know if you're getting any of the fires, but there's a lot of fires going on out there. That's scary. So we're just going to do the sides. I have to do the heavy glue. If you want this thing to hold, heavy glue. And the bottom part will stay open for now until we're ready to fill it. I kind of like to fill it as I go along. Just get enough. So now you have it. Now see, you're going to see there's extra lace at top. Oh, you do? Well, we need to hook up one day then. I found, hang on. Hey, Brenda Peterson, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, the one in, there's the Plano Outlet Malls. If you've never been to that one is on Park and Midway. So we're going to just take off some of this excess. Park and Midway is that one. That's really a good one, guys. The Denison is great. If you've never been to Denison, we'll need to go to Denison. Denison's got some good ones. Actually, they got some pretty big ones. I'm trying to think of who else. I love it in Texas. We've got quite a bit of stuff left. Okay, so now we are hooked and put in place. Hey, Carol, how are you? Hey, Vicki. Well, welcome, Vicki. I appreciate you being on my page. Hopefully you'll enjoy what I've got going on here. So now we've got our pillow. And this is what I'm saying, how easy it is, and they look amazing in a basket. Now, wait till you see this. I was going kind of for just a basic picture of, it's called Grace. I think it's called Grace. And I kept printing them off, and the lines were going through my fabric, and I wasted so much fabric last night trying to get a good print. So I decided I was going to try something. Well, oh, Denton is another. I've not been to Denton. I've been to Denison. So I decided so I could use the print, I saturated with heavy duty coffee. Hi, Dewey. So now it almost looks like it's leather. Old piece of, it looks almost like an old piece of fabric now. And I fell in love with it. So you can see how coffee stained it is. Well, I loaded it last night because it had to dry. So this is what we're going to use, and it's called Grace. Now, like I said, I love the vintage look. I love the primitive look. My Polish measuring here, let's see. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to glue this in place, but I'm going to use heavy duty glue. I don't want to mess this up. And I should make sure I've got it exactly. Yeah, it looks pretty close. So it's better to not move it. It's better just to put the glue on. Don't go anywhere more than your edges, guys. And it almost feels like leather. Oh, thank you, Christy. Sea Adventures with our four-legged friends. How are you? What is your first name? Welcome. I think you guys will enjoy this. This one turned out, this is the one I've been wanting to do. and I just haven't had a chance to really do it. I had to buy the picture. It's on Etsy. I think it's called Grace, but if you need the information, I'll be more than happy to send it to you. I can always post it. I'm kind of freaking out. They're getting ready to start deleting our stuff. Hey, Sheila. Thank you, Kaylee. Hey, Kristen. How are you? So see what we're going for? Kind of primitive, kind of vintage. And now what I did is I took a lot of my lace. Now everything's been pre-cut because I want to make sure I have it right and I don't mess up on stuff. So I have a lot of lace from a vintage store. So it's really pretty, guys. Beautiful lacing. I've got it all cut to go around the picture. Now I gotta just make sure everything is exactly where it needs to be. I love outlining, and you have to make sure they're in the right way. I was trying to go for black. I really wanted black. She did have that? I'm sure I saw mom probably, yeah. Oh, you do too? Well, I've got it now in a little picture frame in my dining room. I love that. I just think it's so cool. So now I'm going to put them on my edges. This is where the lace, you want the thin stuff. Hey, Julie, how are you doing? You got to do, if you're new to my page, please let me know so we can all welcome you. Yeah, I'm just ready for this wind to go down. I just hope they can battle all those fires that are horrible everywhere. I just always feel bad for animals. It tears me up to know that those animals are out in that. Okay, so we're gonna just do it on the edges. I'm gonna try to line it up. Like I said, this is vintage lace. And I love to coffee stain everything. I don't know what time. I went to bed probably 2 o'clock this morning. I had to get this thing figured out. And then I had to coffee stain everything last night. Too many doctor appointments. Hey, Mary, how are you? Hey, Patty. Did I say hi, Julie? I think I said hi. Sometimes I forget, you know. The brain doesn't allow you to process too much lately. Okay, so we're going to put our lace down here. This girl's trying really hard to go slow so she does a mad dash through everything, because you know that's usually how I work. I'm trying to learn the slow roll. Which is still very hard for me to do. I am just going to do a couple of these with a little bit of glue. You don't have to do them all. Except you get the glue all over you. Now, if you use the heavy-duty glue, guys. Oh, thank you, Julie. Hey, Vay. Doing great today, actually. I was pretty tired this morning. I went to bed after 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just trying to fall asleep last night. I was so keyed up with trying to figure out my project today, and then I had to deal with the printer not working, and that's the worst thing because I wasted a lot of fabric. This one's a little bit big. Is that a little bit big on this side? Hang on, I gotta trim it a little bit. Now my corners and everything, there will be little buttons on these. It's a little bit big too. I got one that's fine and the other one that's a little bit too big. There, that'll work. I was hoping today was gonna be my free day, not having to watch grandkids and stuff, but that didn't happen. Hey Angel, how are you, sweetie? Hey Rose, how are you? Did I catch everybody? Just trying to make sure I get a couple of these. Just glue down, so. I think glue is the worst. So this is where we're going, guys. What do you think? It almost looks like a picture for on a wall, doesn't it? Okay, so let's keep going because, you know, there's only so much time. So now we're going to take some more vintage lace that I've already pre-cut. Hold on, I got to make sure everything's in the right order. Sometimes it's hard to tell what is the correct way. So let me just line it up and I'll show you the lace. It's gorgeous lace, guys. Yes. I don't know where that one came from. I hope it's not a different one. Okay, some more. Thank you, Claudia. Thanks, Debbie. I can't catch up on you. I'm doing really good today, much better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our longest pieces and we're gonna glue them at the top and at the bottom here. This is why I say you don't have to worry too much about anything. I'm gonna try to glue it on the edges, right on the edges. These pillows are so awesome. They're great for gifts. They're great for gifts, and they're just great. I've got some I can't give up. They were just perfect ones for Christmas. Oh, I went a little over on that one. They're great for Christmas. Sorry, that one got a little carried away over there. I'm gonna have to get a seeing eye dog pretty soon because this girl's eyeballs are not that great. Okay, so we're gonna do the top and the bottom, and then the sides are gonna go over that. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And again, yeah, I had all these plans. My patio for that last dust storm is just, my patio is just loaded with dust. Loaded with dust. And I was hoping today to power wash and get my furniture back, but we have more coming. So we're kind of at a standstill again. My poor brand new vehicle was all dusty and droplets, and I don't know what was all on it, but it wasn't just dirt. Okay, so you can glue. So you can kind of see it. Isn't it pretty? And what I like, I know you can't see the outer edges really well, but it all just, I want it to blend in. He's the key point here. So we want him to shine. Did I? Yes. Corner to corner. I'm going to do corner to corner. And this again, it's from an antique store. We're going to do the other side. I can just smell the coffee. It smells so good. But last night, by the time I was done, I was so brown from the coffee stain on my hands. I didn't even know if I was going to get it off. So this is very vintage, yet a little primitive because how we've aged it. Oh, yes. I've not seen the Raptor. I have to go check it out. Thank you, Chris. I'll have to check it out. Orange was actually my favorite color, and then they didn't have the orange, so I had to go with the red, the cherry red, which is very pretty too. Okay, so the next thing, what time we got? 1:45. Okay, so the next thing I have here I'm going to do is, hang on, I got more glue on me. I can't do that part. Oh, I'm gonna take these buttons. Now they have flowers on them, but I'm flipping them. I just want them to be no flowers. And we're gonna make our little sections. Can you guys see me doing this? Thank you guys, I appreciate you. Almost put it on the wrong side. Like I said, sometimes you can just take your little buttons and flip them. If you're needing a tan, flip them. Oh, glue is just annoying. Be kind of nice they would make it where glue would actually not stick to you. How does that look? Hi, hey, Julie. You do what you gotta do, sweetie. Julie. Take care of yourself, girl. Ooh, I just love my little Broncos. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is let's go ahead and fill it. Hopefully everything's good though, girl. So let's get this thing filled. We still got a ways to go yet, but I wanna try to get it stuffed. Now this is a big pillow. Now I haven't measured my pillows. I just kind of go with the flow on my pillows. I don't measure. I just make them the size I feel I wanna make them. This is where you just kind of start stuffing it, you pack it, and you go through quite a bit of this. But like I said, you can make a pillow look amazing with a drop cloth. I've been doing drop cloths for so long now. Oh, thank you. Hey, Stacy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Make sure if you guys are new, you got to tell me. So I make sure we all welcome you. I'm trying to stuff it in the corners. I go through so much between coffee, grunge, and I go through so much. I probably go through more than anybody else does. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Rose. I'm just trying to get it so it's flat. This is a pillow you would think you would have on your grandma's chair and stuff. I mean, it's beautiful. Now, once I figure out how big I want this beast, this is now where I'm going to go ahead and start to glue. Again, heavy glue, don't use little glue. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Oh, Julie, I'm praying for you, sweetie. Thank you, Claudia. If anybody needs prayers, just let me know. I have a list every night before I go to bed. Because you know what? In this world, we need everything we can get. Thank you guys. You guys are my biggest fans. Remember to hold it enough because this is a big pillow. So it's got to be, we're packing this pillow up. And then you just have to run along the bottom. Just make sure you get enough in there. Then you can just lay the edges right down and it works perfect. Thank you guys for giving the prayers. It's amazing in this world. I think people pray more now than they've ever done in their lifetime because of all the crazies. I'm just so excited. All I gotta do is the grandkids at 3 o'clock till 5, and then my goal is to get back in here and clean my room. Crafting with Soul. What's your first name? The drop cloth is Home Depot. That is the best cloth you're ever gonna find. Don't do Walmart. Walmart is too cheap. Oh yes, I'm gonna work on that onion too. Don't use Walmart. Walmart it frays way too much. It just was annoying to work with. So what do you think, guys? We're not done yet. What do you think? Isn't that gorgeous? Hi, Denise. Yeah, I'm excited about the onion. I got to try to figure out how to do the tomato too. So what do you guys think? Would you love to have that on your chair or your basket? Now this is a pretty one. My next auction is going to be just my primitive foods. I've got to just figure that out. But this one will go into auction too. So everything goes into auction eventually. Let me just put a couple of these with the glue. Because it's too hard for me to remake stuff. It's easier to have people run around with one item that nobody else has. Okay, so we got this part done. Thank you. Hey, Vicki. Oh, that's on Etsy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nana, Claudia. The Grace picture's on Etsy. I will link you all up to that. So we'll get that. Okay, so now the next thing we got to do is make the ribbon for the corner. Now, you don't have to do ribbons. You don't have to do anything else. Be done. Sometimes it looks kind of cute with a little bit of ribbon. Now, we're going with older tones. And we got strings everywhere. I'm just trying to get rid of my strings. Oh, you did? Yeah, I've used them for my outdoor curtains. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Pat. How are you? I have done them for my outdoor stuff, and these are really perfect for pillows for in the house. Now, this would be good too. You could use it for outside, but still with anything, you gotta treat them because you don't want them to be moldy, and they will mold. So you gotta be careful of that. Everything molds. I'm just trying to get rid of some of this. Thank you, Nancy. So everybody's doing well today. Hopefully nobody's got anything bad going on with weather and stuff, because we got more dust coming. It must be from the fires that are happening. Way too many fires. Way too many fires. I'm trying to get rid of all this excess because I can't stand string. It's annoying. Especially when you're crafting, you ain't got time for that. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this off to the side. We are going to make our, I need my string. Don't need a whole lot of string, just need a little. We'll make a ribbon here. So we're gonna do in between all, we're gonna take the big one on the bottom. And this is all from Jubilee Ribbon. Hey Irma, how are you, sweetie? Thanks, Nancy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. This is our pillow. Now we're finishing it up. It just looks so leathery and stuff. So you guys have to try it. It's really a lot of fun. And more string. Does anybody else like that string? Just really annoying. You don't mind it when you're messing with it any other time, but when you're trying to get a live done, you can't get anything finished because you're sitting there dealing with string. So we don't want to make it too big. Don't want to make it too small. I'm still learning as I go along. And that's good. That's okay. We'll just adjust these a little. And adjust these a little. Okay, so we're going to add dark green to this. Oh, thank you. You doing good, Irma? So we're going to... I love about this lace, not this lace, but this stuff from... Hang on, this is too big. This Jubilee ribbon. You don't have to deal with what side goes where. It's pretty much the same on each. I don't think I have enough for that, so we'll just cut that. And so we'll cut it as we go along. My hands will function properly here. I still haven't gotten my hands from Amazon. I ordered them and they're not back yet. You're doing okay? That's good. Now you can do ribbon. You don't have to do ribbon. I've just been doing it with ribbon for so long that I'm just kind of used to doing it. And we're going to do one more. And I never noticed this with this kind of ribbon or this Jubilee. I never had the green before. This is the first time I've had the green. So, I really like it. It's very vintage looking. Make sure I've got all my pieces. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and pull this up. Thanks, Sandy. How are you doing, sweetie? I'm gonna go to lunch later. Chill for a little bit before I have to take care of the children. I'm still learning. I'm not the greatest on ribbon. I try. I try. So now, to me, this is manly looking for a ribbon for on this because it is a man on it. So I thought we'd do a little bit more of a manly ribbon versus a feminine ribbon, since we do have a lot of feminine on here. So we're gonna figure out where we're gonna put this. Put quite a bit on here. I just think that added touch really helps. Not a problem, Shireen. You take care. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Criselda. Thank you, Karen. I just appreciate you all popping in. I really, really, really do appreciate that. Okay. So now we have our manly ribbon in the corner. Hi, Glenda. How are you? So let's go ahead. I'm going to do another button. What do I do with my buttons? I put my buttons away. I know that's all, oh, right here in my front of my face. We're going to take another one of the same buttons. I'm going to put the button in there. So how's it looking so far? Oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. How are you doing, Glenda? Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of greens here. And here's my tag. I took a piece of cloth. Of course, it's all my coffee stained cloth, and I added a piece of lace to the bottom. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Kathy. And so I added a piece of lace at the bottom of my tag. And now we're going to put Grace on this one. I'm just going to put them in order because you know how that goes. Okay. Now, I'm still learning how to properly, maybe I should use the bigger words on here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking maybe the bigger. What do you guys think? The bigger letters. Okay, I want to show you what it looks like if I use the small letters. Okay, this is small. Should I use small letters or should I use big? Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Dorothy. Or should I use, let me just do it on this. Let's just try this. I'm going to have, I don't want to use the one I want, because I want you to see it. Let me see. I try to put all the stuff in order. Do you like it bigger or smaller? Big? Go for the big? Okay, let's go for the big. I have not even used these yet. So let's go for the big. Let's go for it. Let me make sure I have everything though. G. C. These things are crazy. I haven't used them and I had them all in order. What time is it? I got time. G-R-A-C-E. Got it. Okay, let's do that. Let's move this out of the way. Why didn't that work on there? Let's try it again. is this not working? Well, it's going to have to do the best it's got here. I don't know why it's not working very well. Why is it not working? There's no coating on here. I guess I could just go with the flow. That one took real well. Why would this not take very well? It's almost as though there was like plastic or something. I don't know. Does that look okay? Does that look okay for Grace? Because then we'll put this down here. We're just going to glue this into the corner here. Let's pray I don't burn myself now. Some more strings. And after me is Sweetie's Creation and Decor, guys. So you want to stay on and refresh your screen to stay on Craft Around the Clock. So now we have Grace. Can you see that? Thank you, guys. Now, I do want to trim up a little bit of these here. I don't want them too long. Sometimes they're too long and then they take away from everything else. I'm just going to add a little bit of a flower to it, some green, and then we're pretty much good. I do like to use a lot of my fern, because I think the fern looks really pretty. Thank you, guys. Put the fern underneath here. And I'll let you know what I do tomorrow once I get back home from doctor appointments with Kurt for his PT. And then maybe we'll do that, what you call it, tomorrow, the onion. I'll do one more of these. Now, you don't have to do greens. It's kind of your thing. I just think sometimes the green just makes such a difference on how everything looks. It gives you that little bit of spring to it. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Vicki. I appreciate it. What time is it? I still got time. Okay, so I was going to add a flower, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit of green up to the corner here. So like I said, don't even throw this stuff away, because you can use each and every one of these. When you're doing it in little arrangements and you need like a tag and you need just that tiny little green, ferns are the best for that. I need one more dark green. One more, and that should do. I just gotta put it up at the top. Like I said, these pillows look beautiful. I mean, when I have mine by the fireplace, oh, just love it. Just, you don't realize how easy making these pillows are. And you're not paying yourself, you're not paying $40, $50 for ingredients and stuff on here. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you, Dorothy. So what do you guys think? You don't have to go too crazy. Now, if I had a little cross, like a little, I used to have all my little metal crosses and stuff. I don't think I can find anything in here because, you know, it's like looking for the abyss. Okay, so there's it. Can anybody think of anything else I need to add to this? Is there anything you think I can add to this? Or does it look fine the way it is? Should I add? I wanted to add flowers, but I think we're going to have to hold on. The drop cloth, I get mine from Hobby Lobby. Home Depot. I swear by it. I love it. Thank you, Anita. I swear by it. I love it. It's great. You can use it in the printer, guys. You can use this in a printer. You put this, you cut your, like I said, you take your little sheet of paper. What is that? You take your little sheet of paper. You can see my images on here. So take yourself a sheet of paper, pretend this is whole. You take a your fabric, and I'm going to show you one of the ones I've already done. So you put your fabric on with a glue stick, but now, hey Teresa, so you need to glue this, all the corners, really, really well. Then you lay your fabric down. Your corners have got to be down. Now, you'd want this thing full of cloth. You don't want, like I'm showing you a cut picture. And then once it's glued down, make sure everything is, so it's tight. And then all you do is figure out which direction your printer prints. So for me, my fabric has to be upright and it goes straight in. And then it'll print it off. Some now may have to use it a different way. I don't know inkjets, I only know, and the nice thing about lasers is it's dry right away. But the trick is, don't rub it. Do not touch your picture. Now if you want to age it, flip it over and stain it on the back side. Don't touch the front or you're going to rub your picture off. So that's something to remember. So, okay, so this is done. I've got 5 more minutes and I can start a quick little project here, but that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? I think it turned out really nice. Like I said, there's more of, if I had a little cross or something, it would be pretty on here, but I don't have a little cross or anything otherwise. I would. I've got 5 quick minutes. I've got a project we can do in less than 5 minutes. Now, I did not get a chance to stain this because, like I said, 5 minutes is going to go very fast. It won't be perfect, but we're going to take this little sign and make a little bag. Thanks, Christy. So we're just going to make a simple little bag. Like I said, I can cut some of this excess off. I just got to burn time right now. Don't let me forget, I only have so much time. So here again, we're just going to take the sides. I'm not going to worry about it. It's supposed to be a grain sack bag. This is how quick and easy this is. Don't worry about perfection. You can always adjust. Now this one, like I said, I did not get a chance. I'll have to come and make it look a little better. But I have 4 minutes. And don't forget, Sweetie Creations and Decor is next. This is how fast you can make sacks for your kitchen. Just a simple sack. I was actually supposed to turn this inside out, but I don't worry about it. Okay. We can make it look older. A little off, but that's okay. We're just gonna go knock it out. I have 4 minutes. No, it can be anything you want. You don't have to use a laser. I like the laser because it dries quick and you don't have to worry about waiting for your ink to dry. There's advantages, let me tell you. I have 3 minutes left, okay? So now you have a little sack. You can fill this with stuff if you want, or you can make a tiny pillow with this. Let's see, did I crook it? Is it crooked? Something's crooked. Something is crooked. I got time. I may have to adjust this. I'm visually impaired sometimes. Oh, that looks, I think the bottom's a little crooked. Let me cut that real quick. I got 3 minutes. I just did this so I have something on the side. Okay, so we have this now. If you want to, you don't have to. Hey Maria, you could leave this open, which we'll just go ahead and leave this open. We got 2 more minutes, guys. What was I gonna do in 2 minutes? Okay, so here we could do, I can age this down too. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna cut this. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So tonight I will work on doing the onion, so I can show you guys how to do the onion tomorrow. I do need to go figure out how to do the tomato. I gotta go find that balloon she used. I can't tell which side is which. And then I will age all this stuff up. But it's not aged right now because I can't age it. This just shows you how quick you can do this. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute, and then I gotta buzz off. So remember, stay on for Crafter on the Clock for the next crafter, and then I will finish this one up, and we will have this for, I can show it to you later. Hang on, this one got caught up in the ends. So you kind of get an idea. Hi, Denise. So you can make this as a pocket now. You can put some stuff in the pocket and stuff. I'll take pictures of this stuff later and post it and stuff like that. But thank you very much for being on my segment of Crafter on the Clock. And please make sure to follow the next crafter and join the group. It's free. You got crafters from East Coast to West Coast till whenever. Guys, I have to go. Love you all. Bye.